Good morning, class. Our lesson for today is all about geometric designs. So, if you look around you, you can see that everything possesses their own shapes, starting from a simple as a triangle to a complex one as curves such as ellipse and parabola. Okay, such as ellipse and parabola. Some shapes that we see in the surrounding is made up of composite figures that may be a combination of triangles, circles, rectangles, squares, and etc. It is important to know the properties of different fundamental shapes to be able to create and analyze geometric designs. Okay, so we will be talking about first about triangle. Okay, so triangle is a three-sided polygon, three-sided polygon. It has three vertices, and three angles. Okay, three vertices and three angles. It came from the word it came from the old French word triangle. Okay, so triangle, that is also from a Latin word triangulum. Okay, Latin. So this is a French word and a Latin word triangulum. Okay, which means three-cornered. This means three-cornered figure. Okay. Okay. So a triangle can be named by its vertices. Okay. For example, you have a triangle and we have a vertices of A, B, and C. Okay. You have triangle with the vertices. Ito yung vertices. These are angles. Okay. These are the sides. Okay. So sides can be named small letter of the opposite vertices. Vertex. Okay. So this is A. This is C. This is B. Okay, so a triangle can be named by its vertices. So we can name this triangle as triangle A, B, C. If you're gonna name a triangle, then you're gonna use capital letters. The same with the vertices, capital letters siya palagi. So that you can name the sides by its small letters. Opposite, as you can see, ito B. B din dito na small. I, C, C. Ayan. Then we can also say, we can also name an angle. We can also name an angle using the vertices. Okay, we can say angle A. Ayan, angle A, angle B, angle C. The symbol for angle, pwedeng yung yung less than. Okay, less than na symbol. Okay, that is used to name an angle. So we have angle. Ito. we can name this side C, A, and B, or we can have line segment AB. To AB, line segment AB, line segment BC, or line segment AC. Okay? AC. Ayan. Ayan. So, yan. Ways on how to name a triangle by its vertices. Okay? For angle naman, just use the vertices also. You have 3 angles and you have 3 sides. Okay? Okay, so let's have the properties of triangle. Okay? Properties of triangle. Number 1, the sum of two sides of a triangle, the sum of two sides of a triangle, malabo. And the sum of two sides of a triangle is always greater than the remaining sides. Okay, so for example, you have triangle ABC with sides 3, 4, 5. Ayan, as you can see, 3 plus 4, yung sum daw ng dalawa, 3 plus 4 is 7, which is always greater than 5. Tama? Yung natitira daw. So, kung 3 plus 5 naman, 8, it is greater than 4. Tama? Or 4 plus 5, that is 9. 4 plus 5, that is 9. Which is always greater than 3. Ayan. So, kapag pinag-add mo yung dalawang, ang sinasabi nito, pag pinag-add mo yung dalawang sides, lagi siyang mas mataas sa natitirang side. Okay? Alin man sa kanila ang pag-addin mo. Okay? So, number 2 properties, the sum of all angles, lagi nyo itong tatandaan, the sum of all angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Okay? So, yung sum ng ating ito, lagi siyang equal sa 180 degrees. Okay? Kahit anong klaseng triangle, laging 180 degrees ang sum nung lahat. Okay? Angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. Yan yung sinasabi niya. The sum of all angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. Number 3, the longest side of a triangle, the longest side of a triangle, ganyan na lang, triangle na lang, of a triangle is always opposite of the largest angle in a triangle. Okay? Sinasabi niyan, thus the shortest, okay, thus the shortest, ang opposite naman ng shortest is yung smallest angle. Okay? Smallest angle. Okay. Ang pinapakita niyan, if you have a triangle, for example, yan. Ayan. So, if you have a triangle, and as you can see, if this is your longest, ito yung longest mo, of course, dapat lagi daw, kung ito yung longest mo, for example, we have 10, tapos ito 8, tapos ito 6. Okay? Ang sinasabi ng property number 3, the longest side, yung longest side daw, ito, opposite niya yung largest angle. Okay? And yung smallest naman, opposite niya yung smallest angle. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung smallest, ito yung largest, ito yung nasa middle. Okay? Yun yung property number 3. Sinasabi niya, always na yung longest side, katapat niya yung pinakamalaking angle. Okay? Tapos, yung smallest side, katapat niya yung pinakamaliit na angle. Okay? Sorry, wala yung monopod ko. Medyo magalaw. So, those are the properties. We still have 3 properties more. So, I will erase this one. I hope you take down notes. Okay? So, these are the 3 properties. We will be discussing also the 4th, 5th, and 6th properties. Okay, so for number 4 properties, only the dimensions of a right triangle are applicable to the Pythagorean theorem. Okay. To the Pythagorean theorem. Okay. So, what is the Pythagorean theorem? So, una muna, a right triangles. When we say right triangle, we have here right triangle with 90 degrees. Ito, this is 90 degrees. And both angles are 45 degrees. Ito, 45 degrees. We also have yung right triangle. We also have a right triangle 90, 30 degrees, and 60 degrees. As you can see, total niyan 180 degrees. So, these are the special right triangles. We call this as 45, 90 right triangle. This one, we call this 30, 60, 90 right triangle. Okay? So, dito lang po ginagamit ang Pythagorean theorem. Ano ba yung Pythagorean theorem natin? Ang Pythagorean theorem natin is c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. Okay? Yung side daw, yung C, in a right triangle, we call the longest side as hypotenuse. Okay? Hypotenuse. Sorry. Ayan, hypotenuse. And your hypotenuse is your C. Okay? Your hypotenuse is your C, side C. Okay? So, ang sinasabi ng Pythagorean theorem, yung sum daw ng A squared at B squared will always be equal to the sum of C squared. So, for example, we have a triangle, a right triangle, 3, 4, 5. Okay? 3, 4, 5. So, your C is equal to 5. Your A is equal to 3. Kasi ito, A, B, C. Okay? A, B, C. Ayan. And your B is equal to 4. So, kung i-square mo si C, that is 25. A square is, ayan, 3 square plus 4 square. So, 25 is equal to, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. 25, 9 plus 16 is 25. Yan yung sinasabi ni Pythagorean theorem. That the square of your C should always be equal to the square, to the sum of the other two sides. Okay? So, that is your property number 4. Okay? For property number 5, let's erase this first. And the fifth one is, if a right triangle is isosceles, then the two acute angles are 45 degrees. So, yung sinabi ko kanina, yung 90, 45, 45, when we say isosceles kasi, when we say isosceles triangle, hindi pa rin siya, and when we say isosceles, the two sides are congruent. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, if your two sides are congruent, kung ito ay 2, ito din ay 2. Okay? Tapos, the angles is equal to 45 degrees. Okay? Ito, yung dalawang acute angle kasi ito right angle. Okay? A right angle measures 90 degrees. Okay? Right angle is always equal to equal to 90 degrees. Okay? Equal to 90 degrees. Your acute angles are less than 90 degrees. Okay? Your obtuse angle more than 90 degrees. And so these are acute angles. So sabi niya, if right triangle is isosceles, then the two acute angles are 45. Isosceles means two sides of a triangle are equal. Okay? So kung ito ay, this is just a sample measurement ha. Basta magkapareho sila ng measurement, isosceles sila, at kapag magkapareho sila ng measurement, magkapareho din yung kanilang acute angles. Okay? Next property, the sixth one, we have 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay? A segment A segment connecting a vertices. Connecting a vertex. Connecting a vertex of a triangle and a midpoint of the opposite side is called median. Class, itong median na to, iba na to dun sa sa statistics. Okay? So, a segment connecting a vertex of a triangle and a midpoint of the opposite side is called a median. So, for example, you have a triangle A, B, C. Okay? And then, ito, vertex daw. Vertex from a midpoint. Pag sinabi kasing midpoint, ito, for example, 10 ito. For example, 10 yung measurement ng side na to. Pag sinabing midpoint, yung gitna nila, which is 5. Tama? Ayan. Kung meron tayong midpoint dito, 5, yung BC ay nahati equally. Okay? So, from here to here is 5. Okay? And from here to here is also 5. Sorry, medyo magalaw yung kamay ko. Ayan. And sabi niya, a segment connecting a vertex. So, vertex from to a midpoint. Wait, magalaw talaga yung kamay ko, nanginginig.